Welcome back, everybody, to the Nosebleeds podcast. I'm Chris Witt, and with me, as always, is Mr. Adam Schmidt. Adam, how are you today, sir?
Costumulus.
Oh, you are costumuless,
How are you?
unless you're coming as a Chicago Bulls fan, then you are
I
costuming.
I am costumulus, sort of. Yeah, I am. I do have my Chicago Bulls costume
Yeah,
on.
you even have
Got
the
the
black and red
Jordans.
Jordans on too, man. Look at, I mean, it's head to toe.
hmm
So I guess we should start with that.
You know,
Right? Yeah, I guess we should start with that.
my,
Should we sing? Should we sing?
I don't sing Happy Birthday, but
You don't? All right, well, we'll just say it. Happy birthday, Michael Jordan.
Happy Birthday,
Do
Mike
you
Jeff
know?
Jordan.
So, shout out to my favorite radio program of all time, Dan Patrick Show.
hmm
People ask them to say happy birthday to their significant others or whoever else all the time. And they all go, okay, on the count of three, one, two, three, and then they just go, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy to Jim, baby, Michael birthday, Jordan, David. Yeah, and that's pretty much how it goes.
Not in unison, huh?
No, no, not at all. It's the whole point of the whole thing. It's
I
kind of
got
funny. Happy birthday, Mike,
you.
and congratulations. Like the dude's just a champion. That's just what he is.
He celebrated his 63rd birthday the other day with another
With
championship.
another the Daytona five, is it the Daytona 500?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I feel like it was like the biggest race, right?
Yeah.
Daytona 500. Mike's team won. Uh, yeah, congratulations. Did you watch the video?
Yes.
Okay, and
So you're talking about the video with him and what's his name's kid, right?
the driver's child who's soaked in champagne and whatever else has been thrown around.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Um, yes, yes. And you told me about that this afternoon. I didn't even see it. That there's a video of Michael Jordan. I don't know, behind the driver's kid doing something and like messing with him or something. And people are some people are up in arms about it because I got to tell you, it does look pretty weird.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
does look weird.
But you don't know the relationship. Apparently, the driver and Mike are really good. You don't. I mean, he might just been reaching to try to mess with the little kid. And when you're just this old uncle dude, and you go to do something, right? You go to like, hey, I'm gonna mess with this kid, and then all of a sudden you grab him and you're like, oh, well, hopefully nobody saw that because I didn't mean it to look like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched
That's
it a
never
few
happened to
times.
me.
I
That's
was
never happened to me.
okay. All right. I might say have some things to unpack here.
No, no, I'm
Um,
saying it's never happened to me. I'm just saying it could.
no. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny though that, and I would think that I would be the first person to just totally blindly defend Michael Jordan.
You
I
do
don't.
feel
Yeah.
a little goofy about it?
I feel a little weird about it, and I right away saw a bunch of other people like defending him right away, like,
Mhm.
wait a minute, we you don't know the context, we can't tell
Uh-huh.
what's going on, and I'm like, how many other videos on the internet are like, well, yeah, it like started late, and you have no idea what happened to lead up to that, but everybody's like, no, it doesn't matter, and this is
hmm
awful, and it just happens so much. But anyway, either way, it does look really weird. He hasn't said anything publicly, and neither has the driver, whose name I wish I would remember.
It's not going to
Um,
happen. Mike's not
I
going to say.
guess.
Mike's not going to say anything. You think? You
Yeah.
think Mike doesn't? I bet Mike's never seen a social media post in his life.
Yeah. I don't, he's.
Mike's in bed in his multi-million-dollar whatever
Mhm.
with his second or third wife now. Second
I
wife,
think second. Yeah.
just a second. Uh,
Who's like a 40-year-old model or something like that.
yeah, yeah, and his team just won the Daytona 500. Old boy's sleeping on his billions of dollars in bed. This means zero to him because he's not. Man, I guess we should be careful what we say. I assume make an ass out of you and me. That Mike's not that dude. Mike's just he's just goofy Uncle Mike.
You wouldn't think so, but I
I guess we'll find out.
things happen all the time that
I
come
mean,
out. We're
Epstein
like, what?
stuff's out. He's
It's
never on the island, right?
I,
If you're not on the island and
here's
you're
the
not at the P. Diddy parties, are you a bad person? I feel like those are the only bad people right now. I
yeah.
feel like you're not bad unless you were there.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If the Epstein thing came out, I'm totally confused about all that because people say it's coming out and then it doesn't. And then people say, but I've seen it and I don't understand it. But anyway,
And it's
if,
redacted and da da
yeah,
da da.
if,
Yeah.
if the whole thing, whatever it is, comes out and Michael Jordan's name is on it, will you be surprised?
I would be surprised.
Okay.
I think I would be if Mike's name. Mike just doesn't seem like a dude that could care. Like his whole thing is to be with some rich and famous people, and that doesn't seem like Mike. Mike wants people to want to be around him. He's not the guy that wants to go be around them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess it depends. Yeah, I guess it depends because he's had some famous stories of him of like rappers seeing him at places and wanting to go up to him, and he's like, "No, I don't care about rappers. Get away from
Yeah, he
me."
didn't care about anything. Like Mike don't
Yeah,
care about nothing. Mike's got
he does kind of have his own world,
yeah. It's and I
but
feel like it's always been that way.
these were like the richest people in the world. So I don't know if they invite. And here's the
Would it
thing,
surprise you?
I not really, just
Nothing
because.
surprise you anymore.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
But also because if you're on the list that you were there, that doesn't necessarily mean you were partaking in all the
No,
worst stuff that was going on.
but you got a pretty good idea what was going down because if you were
Prob
on that island, something was going down.
Probably. Yep. Um, so I don't know. It just wouldn't just because he is one of the richest people in the world and so are all those other people. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Not that I think he did or anything like that. I don't
We're just saying if like there are certain people who wouldn't surprise you.
Yeah, and it's just the rich thing. It's
Like
not
if
because I
Elon
think
Musk
he's
was on that list,
yeah,
you'd be like, yeah, it's just another rich
sure.
dude, and he's like, oh, we can do whatever we want. Okay, let's go do it.
We have our own island,
Yeah,
and apparently they did do whatever they
they
wanted.
definitely did. They definitely did.
Um,
Not in
anyway,
a funny way. I don't know why I laughed. Not a funny way. I mean,
I was kind of saying it's silly for me
okay,
to laugh.
good. Thank you. I don't know what you can laugh at anymore. Um,
Mm.
but
You sh
like P Diddy, right? The Diddy parties. You hear these things about. I've heard so many things about different people, but the one that gets me every time is Cuba Gooding Jr. And nobody says anything about Cuba. What? What
I
comedy
forgot about.
special were we watching? And they're like, Cuba Gooding Jr. comes out butt naked with some prostitute chasing him.
I don't remember who that was, but I forgot that there are. See, that's the thing. There are like so many different stories and different reports and different
Yeah.
rumors and things that come out. You have no idea what is true.
Exactly. In the world we live in now, it's Katt Williams talked about it in the special. You know what I mean? It's no longer you hear something and you're like, "What? I gotta look into that." No, now it's I hear it and I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they would do that." You don't look into nothing. You just
Mhm.
it just is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to think. I I imagine the driver is going to be like asked about it enough that he'll say something probably, but I don't know. And then maybe if he says something, Michael will feel like he has to. Like I'm sure he's got a PR department for
That he
him,
could care less
you
about.
know. I
What PR does he ever have to do? He doesn't. He's not in the public to need public relations.
But I mean anytime he is, I mean he's the owner of a NASCAR team and
Mhm.
he does the NBC thing at halftime, whatever, the interview with is it Tarico that does that?
I think so. Yeah.
Anyway,
I still haven't seen one of those.
I've only seen two, I think one or
I
two.
haven't seen it.
I gotta go back and look at those. But anyway, um I mean people are seeking him out certainly all the time. People want to know what he's doing and what he
And
has
the
to
fact that
say.
nobody has an idea tells me that old boy's just not into anything. He just wants to go beat you in golf.
Yeah.
He wants to own something that's going to make a ton of money.
Mhm.
And he wants to, and that's it. I just wants to win. He
He
just
wants
wants to
to
win.
smoke cigars and drink.
Yeah.
That's what he likes to
And
do
win
and win.
and win.
Hmm.
That's all he cares about.
Yeah.
Uh,
Happy 60th.
happy 63.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's the same age as my mom and dad.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
1962. So they were born in different years. He would be a 63 baby.
Yep.
Mom and dad are the end of 62. So they're only a few months apart.
Hmm.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy. Yeah.
Shout out to the t-shirt that I had when I was a kid that had all of his stats,
We've
including
talked
his
about this. Yeah.
birthday, on the
Our
back of it. And that's how
favorite t shirts of all time, Mount Rushmore t shirts,
since
right?
I was like
Yeah.
7 or 8 years old,
Yeah.
because of that t-shirt, I remember his
No,
birthday.
his birthday. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mike. There you go. So, what else do we got going on? What else we got going on? Oh, the All Star Weekend. Speaking of basketball,
Hmm.
we'll get into the dance. Should we get into dance now, or do you want to go to the All Star game?
Let's do just a quick All-Star game review.
Okay,
Did you see it?
real quick. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Mhm.
I turned on Saturday, All Star Saturday, and they were doing the little like Team New York and whatever. They were doing that, and I'm like, all right, cool, 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 cool. I didn't miss the 3-point contest. This is probably first. And then the dunk competition started, and I said, I'm done. I'm not. What am I? What? The 3-point competition was first.
And it started at 5.
First at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on a Saturday.
Hmm.
What is the NBA doing? Did they think people would log in or lock in and then want to stay? No, people will stay with what you have on so they can watch the 3-point
You
contest.
think so?
Yes, I think more people will stick around to watch the 3-point contest than if you have the 3-point contest first and you think that's going to get people to tune in and stay tuned in.
Why
That's
would
not going to happen.
why wouldn't you check and the 3-point contest isn't on and you just flip back over to something else and then you just check until
Well, you
the
could
three
do
point
that at
contest?
any point in time, but my point is if you check and the 3-point contest is on, you watch that when it's over, you don't care about anything else. I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing I've heard anywhere on endless. I listen to tons of sports talk radio.
Mhm.
I've been in my car so much over the last few days. That is it. That's the only thing the NBA has right. That's
Yeah,
it. That's the only thing the All Star game has right
on Saturday night.
on Saturday night.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I the
I didn't mind the little game
the
they
shooting
played. I
stars
didn't mind
thing,
that. That
it
was
was kind
fun.
of cool because they had a one like old player or
But
whatever.
it needs to be first,
I'm fine with that.
just like the old skills competition was first.
Hmm.
What make you think? Because you put the thing that's first is usually like the all right. We're just gonna get it over with real quick. Then we'll go to the next big thing, and then end it with the closer. What in God's name makes you think people would want to watch that instead of the 3-point contest?
Um, yeah, they wouldn't want to watch that instead of the 3-point contest, I
So
wouldn't
then
think.
why have it after? You got a better chance of missing the 3-point contest than you do of missing that now.
Well, if you know what time it comes on, I mean,
I
you
obviously I didn't. I missed the entire 3-point contest.
I'll tell you
I
this.
missed the. I didn't see a single 3-point shot, and I didn't see a single dunk attempted. Only thing I watched the whole weekend was as shooting stars. That should have been when the 3-point contest was on.
Because it's when you were watching.
No, because that's when it's always on.
I'm
It's
just
always second. It's been second forever.
yeah.
Why would you put that first at 5 o'clock on a Saturday?
I
That's prime time TV.
You mean later?
I'm saying it should be. The 3-point
Oh,
contest should be prime time TV. I should
sure.
be watching that at 7 o'clock.
I'll tell you, I liked that they started it earlier this year.
So
Both the All-Star game and the games
yeah,
and the
yeah.
because we talked about it last week. It gets over at 12:30 at night every
True.
year or
Yeah.
whatever. And it finishes with the dunk contest, so you're tired and you're disappointed.
Disappointed.
Thank you. That's the name of this podcast
Disappointed.
episode. Um,
Because there's more disappointment to come.
so I liked that it was earlier because it got over earlier. Um, Started at 6 or whatever. It's fine. And they have all the middle stuff too. I almost text you to make sure you were watching when Ludacris did his concert.
I did see Luda, and I turned it up so loud and opened the door. And I also there's a lot of Ludacris, so I turned it up and I cracked open our door because our whole team was staying in like a group of rooms right next to each other. So I had that thing blaring. I'm like, I don't like this is everybody needs to understand do you know who this is? Do you know who this is? Uh
S-
anyway.
So yeah,
I
I mean,
did watch it though. I did see the ludicrous part.
did you see Brandy's Star Spangled Banner? The national anthem.
Nope.
It sounds
Was it
like, I
good?
mean, it's like everything. Like people either really liked it or really disliked it a lot. I thought it was good. I liked it.
How did like Star Spangled Banner
Well, I mean, people do
is
their.
not polarizing. You're either good or you're bad. There's no
That's what
was
I'm
that good
saying.
or was that bad? No, it's not one or the other.
Oh, I don't think so. I think people
Okay.
loved it or
Carl Lewis,
sure. I mean, that one
bad. Whitney Houston,
you know,
phenomenal.
but here's the thing. There are so many different renditions. People, there you can bet on how long it's going to take
Yeah.
because
But
people
that doesn't
sing
make them
differently.
better or worse. The length of it.
For some people, it does.
The length?
Yeah,
Oh, that's ridiculous.
because you're
It's the
singing it
sound of your
differently.
voice. It's the sound of your
But
voice.
you're singing it differently though.
Okay, I can see that. No, I don't care. I don't care if you do it a little different. I
Okay.
do know what you're saying though, because every once in a while at the Xavier game, somebody creeps it on a little long, and Dad starts getting annoyed next to me
Yeah.
because we like to sing along. I'm a sing alonger. I'm
Yeah.
in
And it's hard when you don't know.
not
It's not the
loud.
traditional Star
Yeah,
Spangled Banner. They're doing the.
and I'm not out loud, not like loud, but oh say
Mhm.
can you see?
Sure.
You know what I mean? You hear that little hum in the audience
Yeah.
as it's going. That's my favorite. I
Right.
love
You like that?
that. Love that.
Um, it was. I thought it was nice. She had like 3 or 4 background singers with her, and they
Yeah.
did. They did like.
The falsettos and the
Yeah, I mean, they did like the line, the words, and then she like came in. Like it was almost like I don't know how to explain it. We need Andre to give us like technical terms for
she hit the
singing, but
big points.
she hit the big points and I mean, she sang the whole thing, but it was like a team effort.
I love that.
And it
That's
was
awesome.
really, I thought it was really
But
nice.
she led it. She was the team leader.
She was the team leader, of course. Yeah,
They were the
she was
background vocals and they sang too.
yeah, yeah. But anyway,
Man,
I
I'm gonna
thought
have
it
to
was a
look it
nice
up.
rendition. Yeah.
I didn't hear it. I love there are very few people that can sing the national anthem that I'm like, ugh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be Carl Lewis, it's gonna be Roseanne Barr. For the most part, it doesn't matter how bad you are. I've almost always got a tear in my eye.
Is
I
that
don't know
right?
what it is about and it's not even just that. Like today, it's uh Black History Month. So at the Xavier game, they sing the daggone it. I even purposely tried to remember what the name of that song was called. People were calling it the Black National Anthem.
Oh,
That's not what it's called. It's called
yeah.
something. I can't remember what it's called. But as she's singing, and she was bad. Like they got somebody from the track team,
Oh.
and she had the mic way too close to her mouth, and it was like, man, sweetheart,
Oh, say
it
can
was
you?
yeah. And but at the same time, it's like, dude, when you start breaking something down and everybody in a stadium is just stopped, dude, that gets me, man. That gets me. I get a little emotional. I don't care if it's that. I don't care if it's America the Beautiful. I don't care if it's like it doesn't matter what it is. When everybody just stops and is like, we're
Mhm.
all gonna sit here and do
Everybody-
our thing right now.
Everybody's
Like
locked in.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. So it's hard for me to find something I don't like
Mm,
when it comes to the national anthem.
okay. I I I feel like I've heard this song over 11,000 times,
Sure.
and do we have to keep doing this? Like, what?
It's so
Why?
funny. There's so many people that say like the national anthem is for most countries it's done at the Olympics and like they don't do it before events or anything like that, but that's what we do. I love it.
Every high school sports
I
game
love it.
in the
I love
country.
it. I look. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't like hate it or anything. It's just like it just like
But when they put it on, everybody shuts up, stands up as one. I just
Mhm.
like when people come together.
Yeah.
Everybody stops as one, quiets down,
Hmm.
and it's just a little moment where
Well,
we're all the same person.
don't look around because not everybody's doing that.
I worked a beer booth a couple times, and like somebody be in line, and it comes on, and I take my hat off. I stop. I don't even. You're
It's
done. Guess what? You're not getting a beer right now.
We should talk about that. There is a weird like decision that everybody has to make
Uh-huh.
if you're on the
If you're
concourse or
walking,
you're yeah, or
look, if you're by me, the decision is easy because I'm walking. I'm like, oh crap, boom. I take my hat off right there. Boom. I stand right where I'm at. I'll stop a whole line. I don't care. I'll stop the whole line. Man, y'all, hey, you see what's going on here? Everybody in this whole place is chill. Stop watching this. We're one right now.
hmm
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I served beer the other day, and I just got to the checkout point, and I hit like checkout, and she couldn't figure out how to use her card, and she's tapping on that thing. I didn't even look at her. I just had my, my hat over my heart, and I'm singing out loud, singing it, and I could feel her looking at me, and she's tapping and moving and trying to insert chips in different places, and I just like, you'll get it when it's time. I'll help you out. Just hold on a second.
You should have put it to music. You should have been like, the chip is on the upper left. Hover over the screen.
If
Wait
it
for
does not work, just swipe it on the right.
Oh, you should do that. It's very funny.
But no, yeah, no, yeah, big time. I get, dude. I seriously like
Still
when you
gets me.
see those dudes that tear up like at the and at like at the Super Bowl and at the World Series and stuff. There's
That's why it's different
oh
there.
I got give me some cold chills.
See, I think that's when you do it. You do it at the World Series and the Super Bowl and the finals and the Olympics.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
but when you feel how that feels there, and then you're at a little high school basketball game, and you see that team out there, because it means that to that team, they're feeling the same way right there. They're out on that court.
You think they're all locked in on the national anthem?
I don't think everybody on the Super Bowl field is locked in. I think it's
Nah.
the five people they have on camera
Yeah.
that are locked in.
Oh, they're gonna find the people with
And
the tear.
they're like, hey, listen, we went back and watched 85 of his last games, and he cried at 37 of them. Keep one close to 76. He's a bench player, don't ever get on the field, but keep it close.
Hmm. Yep. I bet on Mike Vrabel whether he was gonna.
You're up.
I put $100 on whether he was gonna tear up on.
He would have won.
Did he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Vrab's definitely a tear up at the
Yeah.
national anthem guy. Yeah. And then go headbutt you
Yeah.
after you make a great play.
Headbutt your helmet and
Yes.
cut over
Yes.
like an old wrestling.
Yes.
Cut.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Absolutely.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, speaking of elimination chambers coming up. No,
Please.
I'm
Oh, elimination. Okay. I wore my because I didn't remember that it was February 17th. Otherwise, I would have worn all red and black to work today.
sure.
But I left work and I had my Hulkamania socks on
Mm.
today, so I wore those in honor of Michael Jordan's birthday. I guess I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah. Um,
Dearly departed.
dearly departed. Yes, Hulk Hogan. Um, okay. Here I've been dying to. I told you I was going to call you and I didn't, but you had you had to leave on. We did a podcast last Thursday. We right or
No,
no? It was Wednesday.
Wednesday. It
It
was
was Wednesday.
Wednesday. I left.
Thursday you had to leave.
I did. I left Thursday to go to Millersburg, Ohio, to set up for a show for Friday.
Hmm.
So got to Millersburg, which is 3.5 hours from here.
Okay.
But I stopped in Columbus, made a couple stops in Columbus before I went up. So you got a little break in there.
Okay.
Got up to Millersburg. All right, so let's do the whole thing. Should we go for the whole weekend?
Yeah.
Get to Millersburg, and
Did you have any Amish butter or cheese or anything like that?
yeah, you have to get. I have all of it.
Yeah, yeah. They
And
always
I
have like little shops with like a bunch of fudge and like stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I actually have some fudge as well.
There you go.
I had custard because they don't eat ice cream. They eat custard, frozen custard.
Okay.
It's
Actually, it's
van
pretty good. Yeah.
Frozen vanilla custard tastes like frozen, like tastes like vanilla ice cream. So
Mhm.
I had two of those.
Good work.
Yeah. So and their spread for lunch on Friday was awesome, but the problem was is lunch for the vendors was at 10 sharp. 10 sharp. They said 10 sharp is lunch for us. Big dog, I don't know if you know me, but there ain't no breakfast being or no lunch being eaten at 10 o'clock. That's still breakfast time.
That is breakfast time.
So anyway, Thursday get up there and I got one of my vendors is there helping another company. And it's a buddy of mine. I've known him for a long time. His kid has played baseball against me for years, and I've known him outside of that. And he's a soccer coach at a high level of some of my baseball kids, and like it's he's we run through each other all the time for the last probably 12 years.
Mm.
So now he gets to sell to me. So I've been pretty close with him over the last couple years. And I was like, here's the deal, dude. Where are you staying in Millersburg? He said, told me, and it's the same hotel I was in.
Mm.
And I'm like, same hotel? I said, I'm going to tell you where I'm going. I said, best wings in Millersburg, Ohio, because there's only about three places you can go in the whole place that are still open after 8. And there's this one little Irish bar because there are still regular people that live in the Amish countries.
Mm.
They're still everyday regular people.
Okay.
You wouldn't know it, but they're there. You just got to look around a little bit. You got to bend around a corner, check them out.
Mhm.
So, little Irish bar, unbelievable wings, smoked wings, and then baked. I don't know what they do, but they fall off the bone, delicious. So I tell them about this place, and I get up in there and I set my little stuff up. I get to the room and I text him a picture of it, and I'm like, "You in?" And he said, "I just left there," and I'm like, "You kidding me right now?" But he was with the guy that he's going to be helping, which is a competitor of mine, which is no big deal. That ain't a big deal. And he said, I'm going to dinner. I'm only going to be with this dude for a half an hour. I don't know if I could take much longer. He said, he said, are you still going to be there? I said, I don't have to be at this place till 10 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll be there at 8:30. Yeah, I'll still be there.
You don't have to be there until 10 o'clock in the afternoon.
In the morning. Did I say afternoon?
Yeah.
Well, it is the
The
afternoon
lunch got
because
you.
it was the lunch got me messed up, right?
Right.
10 o'clock
That's
lunch
right.
got me messed up.
That it is the afternoon.
It
If
is
they're
the
serving
afternoon.
lunch,
Yeah.
it is 10
It's
o'clock in the afternoon.
10 o'clock in the afternoon.
100%
That's
right.
right. So we get there. He calls me. It's been an hour. It's been a little over an hour, and I've already ate. And I'm like, all right, well, the Olympics are on, and I'm not gonna go back to this room. I got nothing else to do. We'll sit here and have another beer. He texts me and he's like, or he calls me and he goes, "You still there?" I say, "Yeah." Like that's you really just asked me that? And he's like, "I figured." He's like, "Listen, man, I've been trying to get rid of this guy, but he just doesn't want to leave, and he is a talker." And I'm like, "Don't bother me one bit. Bring him on over." No, no, no. There's a difference between a talker and the guy that knows everything.
Yeah.
I said, I can't even remember. We were talking about golf. I used to be a scratch golfer. And I was like, I bet you, at one point, I was like, I bet you were a scratch golfer. And he's like, what's wrong? What do you have trouble with? Putting? And I was like, of course I have trouble putting everything around the green. And I looked at him and I said, it doesn't matter what you're about to tell me. I'm not gonna pay attention and I'm not gonna recreate it. I'm not gonna happen because I don't care that much about golf. I said it directly at his face, and he stood up and showed me all this hand movement and back foot goes here and all this. And I said, homeboy, I just told you this. And I'm to the point where it's hard for me not to verbally make fun of him right now. It is hard for me not to do what I do, which is as you talk, me want to say so many things. So I started just a little bit, not a lot. So, like just random stuff. He's talking. So then the vendor guy's like, yeah, we used to work with this guy named Tim Coco. And I was like, oh man, Coco, yeah, the dude that was the major softball player. And he's like, yeah. He goes, oh, I played major softball. Like, Jesus, dude, is there anything you didn't do? He's 67 years old. He's got two kids that have 9 bowl rings. And I was like, you got 9 bowl rings between your two kids?
Bowl rings?
Bowl rings. Yeah. I don't believe anything that comes out of this human being's mouth.
Wait, what is a bowl ring?
College football bowl. Like they won
Oh,
a bowl in college football. Neither of them got out. They were both D2. Like that's not a bowl ring. You want a ring for a whatever. It doesn't matter. I, this dude, it was a lot. So then we start leaving, and he gets in his car and goes to leave. Vendor goes, man, I almost got up and left and said, I gotta go, and I was gonna leave you with him. I said, you. The funny thing about that is, if you would have left, that dude might have tried to beat me up because at that point in time, I had no reason to stop talking. I would not have shut up. And then it would have been bad because I would have ridiculed him. And what's the word I'm looking for? What is it called when you passively aggressively say things to somebody, but that's not what I do? Sarcasm. That's the
hmm.
word. I would be the most sarcastic human being in the world to him. It was, dude, it was rough. Everything he said. Somebody was talking about ice. I carry a gun. I'm packing. You packing? I was like, I
Jeez.
said, but I'm not packing. Well, my dad was a national sombrero somebody and killed people. He taught me if you just kill people or you maim them. And he's telling all this stuff, and I was like, all right, are we done talking about killing people right now? Looked at him like that. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like he got a little upset. Like I'm sorry, and I'm like, yeah, you're we're here trying to have a good time. You're talking about something you've never done. You've never killed anybody, bro. Like you haven't.
But he
Maybe your
knows
dad,
how.
maybe your dad did, and maybe you know how, but you never did. And he's like pushing on me with his thumb. I could touch you here and here and here, and you couldn't talk. You wouldn't be able to move. And I'm like, what? Don't touch me.
Look, you
Yeah,
just did it.
yeah,
Here I am.
yeah. Don't. I looked at him and I was like, it's weird. I told him, I said, it's weird that you're touching me right now. Like I'm trying so hard not to go into this dude and be sarcastic to make him maybe possibly get upset. But at the
This
same
guy's
time, I
67 years old.
he was 60 plus years old. Yeah.
Mm.
60, pretty close because he's about to retire, he said. So 60 something. Oh, and he's got, I'm my second $1 million has got to be, and all these millions of dollars and all this, I could do whatever I wanted. But you left a job to go. I know what you're doing now. First off, he's not even like he's the inside guy who does like, but they didn't. But the person was sick, so he had to fill in for these people. This is where it gets good. Okay, so you're not you're not making crazy money. You're like you're just talking to talk right
Hmm.
now. You're just talking to try to impress people. It's just me and this dude, and it doesn't matter what we say. You've done it. We're talking about our kid's soccer. He's talking about his kid was the soccer elite, this, that, and the other. And this dude, Travis, like legit coaches at the highest level of soccer around town. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, I know that that's not a level. Like your kid, his kid's not that much older. Like that's not a level of soccer. And then I started talking about baseball, and he's like, "Yeah, my kid is a gold elite national blah blah blah." And I was like, "Where did he play?" And he's can't come up with a team name. He cannot physically bring a team name out of his mouth. You can make it up. You live in Columbus. It could be a real team. I don't know. Could
Hmm.
not physically come up with a name. Just needed to say it. Just needed to say it. So, end of the night gets here. Usually the guy who is, whoever is the top vendor, not top vendor, but like if I buy this guy's material, he's going to buy my lunch or buy my dinner. If I have my customer, I'm going to buy their dinner.
Hmm.
So the one guy we both know sells to both of us. So old talks a lot over here. Go to cash out. They go to cash out. Everybody goes, we're ready for check. And he's like, and the guy I like says, oh, I got it. Just put it on one. And he's like, no, 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 no. It's okay. I got it. And he looks at him. Travis looks at him and goes, all right, I'll let you take it this time. My dinner's on there. My beers from before are on there. I was like, I appreciate you, homeboy. Thanks a lot. Thanks,
He's your
man.
competitor.
He's got no idea. He doesn't know what the bill is. he's got his company card. He don't get to go out and do stuff. Like he works inside. He doesn't go out and do these things ever, but he's filling in for somebody that just had a baby. So he's like, oh, he's got his little his little credit card. I'm trying hard not to say anything names, but he's got his little credit card in his hand, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is awesome. He looks down and he's acting like he can't see the receipt, and I'm like, this feels like a I legit thought this felt like a comedy segment. He can't. He's like, can you? What is that? What would 20% of whatever is it? What would the tip be for what? What he all of a sudden is can't talk. And I'm like, all right, man, I'm out of here. Good to talk to you. Appreciate you guys dapping them up. Sneak out. Oh, so much fun. So much fun.
All right, so
Okay.
it kind of made it worth it a little bit because you got all that stuff.
I had all that. That was fun. It was which wouldn't have mattered because my company would have paid for my dinner anyway. But it's still fun to put that on somebody because
Sure.
now they have to turn that in and have and say what they did. Like when you turn a receipt in, you got to say what it's for, who was there with you, and you got to have that information.
Talked so much that these guys let me pay for their thing.
Yeah. So show gets over the next day at 3 o'clock. I got to drive to Louisville. This place is an hour and a half outside of Columbus, which is 2 hours away from Louisville, 4.5 hours. I got to Louisville after rush hour traffic and everything else, 9 o'clock.
Whew.
At 9 o'clock. So 6 hours after it was over, I got to Louisville. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but we danced against one team.
Mm-hmm.
Now we lost, came in second. And everybody was all sad. This team is the next team that our girls try to make. Like that's the next highest team to try to make. Like you have to try out for them, but they're above us.
Oh,
And everybody's upset that we lost to them. I'm like, y'all understand? Like this is how it works, right?
they're supposed to be better.
It's supposed to be better. We had 8 a.m. dance times both days. We had to be in the coach's room. Did I say this?
Yeah.
5:15 both mornings.
Mm-hmm.
Not just there. The girls had to have their makeup on and their hair done and completely ready to go at 5:15 a.m. Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Well, Aaron and so my sister-in-law and brother-in-law were there and they stayed with us and she does the makeup, Aaron does the hair. I didn't have to do anything. But it's hard for me not to be around a group of people and go to bed when I probably am tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat out in the hallway until nobody else was left. Both nights.
Okay.
Sat out there hanging out. I talked to whoever was left. Here's what I don't understand. And I want you to tell me how you would be. I know how you would be. This is the part that gets me. There are 15 girls on the team.
Okay.
I probably saw and hung out with probably 14 moms, maybe all 15. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe. Got to meet them, say hello. Got to meet all the girls, say hello. All the girls now do my handshake that I do with the
There you
boys,
go.
right? The little 1-2 knuckle. Everybody does it. Had a lot of fun with them. These dads are going to whatever bars in the hotel. There's 3 bars in the hotel. They're at the bars in the hotel. Then they're at the casino. And they show up for like one little point in time and then they're gone again. And I'm like, man, and the whole time they're at the dance thing, they can't wait to go back to the casino. What are we here for? Like, I was almost getting irritated.
Really?
The one night, though, I did give me somebody to hang out with because as they came back from the casino, everybody else was going to bed. So the one dude sat down and talked to me the whole time. So I got another hour and a half of cocktails out of him. But I don't know, man. What would you do? Would you be hanging out with your daughters that are dancing and doing all that and your wife? Or would you try to find a bunch of dudes and go somewhere else?
No, I would be in the room.
You would be. There was 2 dads that did that too. There were 2 dads and I don't know that I saw them at the dance and I didn't see them before or after or any other time.
There's so last year was the first year I coached AAU, and so you're on, in Columbus or Indianapolis or Louisville or wherever, a few times, and you're staying overnight. So there were a couple of times where the other coaches of the other teams for our organization were staying in this hotel, and then they know some of the parents and stuff. So then I'm like walking through the lobby or past the bar or the restaurant in whatever hotel, and a bunch of our people are there. And I don't really know them. I know, who the other coaches are,
Yeah.
but don't really know them. Certainly don't know their parents. And even our parents, like I didn't really, I got to know a bunch of them throughout the time, but a couple times they see me walking by, hey man, come on, come down and hang out with us, or they'll see us, we'll be coming back from the tournament in the evening, and hey, we're gonna come down. A bunch of us are
Mm.
coming down, go to the bar, come on down, and okay, I might see you down there. I
That
mean,
ain't
I'm like,
happening.
I'm in the room, dude. That's where I'm going.
Oh, we are so different. I
I
couldn't
might.
wait. I wanted to be the last person in my room, but I also don't want to go sit at the bar or whatever either. I
Mhm.
want to be like, if there's a bunch of people hanging out, I want to be where there's a bunch of people hanging out. I don't want to be where it's like loud and crazy and I can only talk to like four people. I don't want that. I want to be, if the team is somewhere, I want to be with the team.
Okay.
Baseball happens. I want to be hanging out with the baseball fam, right? I don't want to be like, oh, let's go to this bar. Let's go do the. No, I want to be chilling with the baseball team and parents all at once,
But if they're all going to a bar,
including the kids and everything.
well,
I mean,
yeah,
if they all
maybe
go to
not a
dinner, if
bar.
they all go to dinner, then yeah, I'm going to go to
Mhm.
dinner. But
Like a
I,
B-dubs or something where they're hanging around a long
sure,
time and the
yeah,
dad's
then I would.
hanging out over here or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm more opt to not go hang out with the dads.
Hmm.
I'm more. There's. I have a better chance of me either sitting with the kids at the kids table, or with the moms and Aaron at the moms table. I
Sure.
like, especially in a girls event. Maybe not so much in the boys with the boys, but with a girls event, I feel like the girls get dissed by dads so often for
Hmm.
their sports
Hmm.
or whatever they're doing that I feel like I have to overcommit and be over the top for them to let them know like dads love this too,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm talking to these other girls. I ain't never met your dad. I know he's here. He's been here for 3 days. I don't know who he is. I ain't never seen him, but dads love dance too. I must have said that 15 times. Dads love dance. I love dance. It's the most fun I've ever had. I must have said that 15 times. And sitting in a hallway. We sat in a hallway in a hotel room. We had 12, 14 rooms, whatever we had. They're all next to each other. So you could sit in the hallway and chill. But everybody had to go to bed by 9, so it wasn't like you're up all night, except for me. I did stay up right outside of somebody else's room. I had my phone propped up against it so it would be louder because it would bang off the door, and so I could hear it. So I know those people had to be irritated, but whatever.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, I just want to do that. I don't want to be. I don't want to make the little. I feel like the little girls feel like dads don't want to do anything with them sometimes.
Mm.
It feels like they're like, oh, it's a girls' basketball tournament. It's so hard to watch. Or, oh, it's dance. Oh my God, I hate dance. Man, dude, just love it. I know I say this all the time. I talk about it all the time because it irritates me.
I got you. So let me ask you this. You guys danced against the one team,
Yep, one team,
um, and you had 8 a.m. dances each day.
both days.
Were those the only dances you
That
guys
day.
did that?
But
And
they'll
then,
be, but we had to stay there
hmm.
until all the Oak Hills teams were done. So there was a dance at 8, a dance at 8:09, a
Oh yeah.
dance at 10, and a dance at noon. There's one more in there. It was like 10, 10:15, and then noon. So basically, I had 2 hours in between sets of dances in this place. Listen to this. I go back to the room. I'm like, I'm gonna get Aaron a diet. This is Valentine's Day. I'm gonna get Aaron a diet Dr. Pepper from the room.
God, that's romantic.
Dude, that's the only thing she wants. Like that's I just blew the roof off, right? I'm gonna get her one of these. I got the kids a little drinky drink. I got them both some Lunchables and a couple Uncrustables. Like, and I got them all in this like dance bag, right? So it's this garment bag for dance because I wanted to bring that back because we left it in the room. So I'm like walking, 2 blocks back, and I'm like, I got Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna be the king of Valentine's Day because I didn't get anything else. I love you. Uh, I get there, and one of the moms from our baseball team also has a girl dance, and she's sitting there. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law are sitting there. The girls are sitting there. Parker's there. Aaron's there, and I take the. Oh no, Parker wasn't there at this one. And I take the bag, and I like all cocky, like swing it over from behind the chairs
Uh-oh.
over top of the girls, and like put it out there. And I'm like, "You're welcome." And Aaron goes, "What? What? 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 What?" I looked down. That Diet Dr. Pepper got a hole in it somewhere, and it's leaked everywhere. It's dripped all over the girls. As
Oh.
I swing it around, there's a trail behind me
Oh
for
my.
probably 2 blocks of this thing dripping inside this little pocket that it just dripped out of. And I thought I was so cool. And then I made a mess. I just,
That's from you twirling it down the street
I
like a
was like,
hanger on your finger.
I was too. I was swinging it back and forth. I was like, I'm going to be the best. She didn't even ask for a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I know she wants one.
That's very funny.
That just topped up. Oh, so the point is so then I go and I take that Diet Dr. Pepper and I'm like, well, I grab it. I'm all pissed off now because I made a mess everywhere. I grabbed the Lunchables and the things out. I throw them out of the thing, put them on the ground. The moms are laughing at me, and Aaron is like, "Oh!" And I turn around, and apparently I walked away. She was getting her cup. She was gonna pour what was left of that Diet Dr. Pepper in her cup and be happy. But I was already pissed, so I took the rest of that Diet Dr. Pepper and threw it away because I was mad. And then I get wet rags and paper towels. I'm trying to clean up. So I go into this little place and in the convention center to where they sell Diet Dr. Pepper, 20 ounces. I'm like, I'm just gonna grab me one of these real quick. Whatever, screw it. It's not as fun anymore. But here, and I put it on. It's one of them automatic things where you don't even scan it. You just set it on a table, and it knows what's on the table. Have you done
Oh
that
yeah,
before?
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't look. I stick the card in there, and it says press enter or this, and I hit enter, and it says $5.30. And I said, oh, this thing didn't work. This thing thinks I got three. I hit print receipt so I could tell this lady that obviously wouldn't be able to help me even if something was going on because she's just cleaning. Not that that's a bad thing, but she obviously wasn't working that station. Grab the receipt. Nope. One Diet Dr. Pepper, $5.30. That ain't the worst part. That ain't the worst part. What time is it? Good God, it's 11 o'clock. They got ducks at this place. Okay. Small, about a 9-inch round, 8-inch round duck. Medium, about a 11-inch round duck. Bigger, and then a large, and then they got like this giant, like obviously like it's you got to plug it in to blow it up, right? All these crazy, but they got little charms and stuff, for dance, and it's one of the only things you can buy there.
Sure.
Girls want a duck. I'm like, all right, whatever. We get a stuffed animal. It's a stuffed animal. It's all it is a stuffed animal. They love stuffed animals. They got 7 million stuffed animals in the room. Small duck, $50.
What?
You not a
Oh,
joke.
I
Not a
thought
joke.
I thought I heard you say 50.
Yeah.
You must have said 15.
Sorry, $50. Did I not say that? Let me tell you. So with the small duck, you get one bracelet, one charm, and this is a rubber band like hair tie that they call a bracelet, and then a charm that is like you can't even see what it says on it, but it's got an initial. You put your initial, get your initial. The medium duck is can't even tell the difference in size. Ain't gonna lie to you, I could barely tell the difference in size. $60, but you get to put a jacket on it and you get 2 of these rubber bands and 3 of these charms.
Sounds
And
like
the
that's worth the
girls,
upgrade.
girls are like, "Oh, Dad, we." I was like, "Yeah, we'll get a duck. We'll get a duck. Whatever, Okay, yeah."
But
And
you have
they can
two
see me.
girls.
I got two, and they can see me, and I'm like irritated, right? Because Aaron's like, they really want a duck, and I'm like, really? Is this for real? And I'm making a big deal about it because that's what dads do. And they're like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, no, no, no. And they go, okay, we'll get a little one. And I was like, no, 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 no. You're getting a medium. I'm getting you a jacket. I'm getting you extra charms. If we're doing this, dag on it, we're going to the medium. So I got $127 worth of two stuffed animals, no bigger than a mini basketball. It's the biggest money grab I've ever been to in my life.
Sucker.
Worse than any baseball tournament I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And
Why?
baseball tournaments are money grab. Don't get me wrong, but this is bigger than that by far. To dance against the same team that practices with you at the same time next door to you. I could have not paid all of that. We could have just danced at the same time, watched them all, said great job, bought you a jacket that is the exact same jacket they've given to girls for the last 10 years. Nothing's changed. Gave you a medal that said good job because that's all they all got anyway. Doesn't have a date, first or second. They're the exact same medals. Get out of town right now.
So but they had to win to get the jacket, right?
They had to win to get the jacket.
So
So
they did
my
not get
girls
the
will not
jacket.
get a jacket.
Okay.
But I'd have got them both a jacket.
Yeah.
That jacket ain't worth $30. I can promise you that. I seen it. I seen some of the girls had them on. That ain't
But at that place, it would have been if you'd had to buy it, it would have been
$427.
yeah,
Dude.
times two.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, bro. And I was trying not to make a big deal about that stuff. I was trying so hard.
Yeah.
I was trying not to make a big deal about it.
It's hard though, man. That's
the
too
first
much.
the first after the first day, the semifinals, right? So it's not a cumulative score. It's the first day you got to make it to the second day. Well, in case you didn't know, the semifinals, the two teams that danced, they made it to the finals.
Okay.
Okay, so in the semifinal round, we beat them, and the little girl who's had to stay in our hotel because her whole team was in another hotel because she's on the older team. Or maybe they're on a different floor. I don't know. But she was with all of our girls and she started crying because they were losing. So we had to have a conversation. We had to pull all the girls out to have a conversation about, being good sports and all this stuff. I'm like, that girl just started crying. Like they were losing. That's it. Our
Mm.
girls didn't do nothing. What are we doing here? You're it ain't even over because the next day they beat us. So what? Like what? We need to figure this out.
So if it was so it was you were 1-1 against the same team and they
Yes.
won?
Yeah. Not only that, we had the exact same scores, flip flopped. We lost by like 0.592 or something like that. It goes to the fourth decimal point. We lost by like 0.592. It was like 82 point something to 83 point something. It was 0.592. But both days, I don't know how you get to the fourth decimal point, and it's exactly the same for each team just flip flopped. Man, that stuff don't make any sense to me. Four decimal points, and we got exactly the same. Nah, man, that don't work that way. I think y'all got some kind of thing where you're just like doink, 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 just pressing a button.
It's totally wrong for one of those teams to win then.
Yeah. This other team, the team that won, they get two jackets because they had a jazz competition that they did too. We were palm. We only did palm. They had palm and jazz. They're the only team they faced. They've only faced them.
Right. Said that.
So they got done that first. They got fun. They got done with their first routine the second day, and some of the moms were like, "I don't even know why we're here right now. This is so dumb. Oh my god, why are we even here? Like, we already danced once. Nobody can beat us." It's like, yeah, yeah. They also can't lose. You also can't lose or win. You can't win either. You didn't win and you didn't lose. You didn't do either.
So did they really get two jackets?
I don't. I probably.
They should give you guys one then.
I don't want a jacket. We don't. What do we want a jacket for? What about my girls don't want to? I'll tell you this: my girls don't want a jacket. They didn't win. They don't want it. That
But
is
they
one.
didn't really lose either because they won the first day and lost the second day. And they're the exact same scores.
They tied.
They
They
did tie.
legit tied.
So then no one should get
But
jackets.
it was a semifinal and final. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We all know how it worked. We all know how it worked going in,
Those
and
things
it didn't go. Dude,
doesn't make any sense.
so silly.
Yes.
So silly. At least with baseball, I go out of town. I'm playing 9 different teams, and I'm in charge of who wins or loses for the
Yeah,
most part, right?
man.
So rough. So rough.
Okay. Were there any mascots at this place?
There were.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jammy.
Jammy was there.
Yep.
Okay. This is just a dance mascot or just
Jammy for Jam Fest. Not going to be on my Mount Rushmore.
hmm.
Never even saw it. In fact, at one point in time, first off, the guy who was doing the awards, I think he was AI. He was walking around. I'm pretty sure he was AI. And if you leave anything behind, don't worry, it will be in the lost and found after the show. And don't
Oh,
forget, everybody, we have got to stay positive for everything we do. And the positive team of the weekend is. Oh my God, it was way over the top.
that stinks.
But it made them losing that much worse. That dude was the one that announced who the winners were. It made it that I'm like, I can't listen to I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't listen to this dude talk.
That would be
I gotta
hard.
go. So anyway, but yeah, he tried to get Jammy to come out, but something must have happened to Jammy and didn't come out during the finals. So there's just another bummer. Jammy Jamfest. Who's your Mount Rushmore of mascots?
Uh, Most famous. This is National League mascots.
National League mascots.
Probably the most famous mascot in baseball, I would say, is the Philly Fanatic.
Oh, that's good shot. Yeah.
Been around for a long time. I don't know. He's just the most famous one. So I'll throw him on there. I'm gonna put Mr. Redlegs on there.
Has to be. Oh, that's old man too.
Old man, Mr. Redlegs, not Mr. Red. And people get that confused all the time. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. There's a big difference.
yeah,
And Mr. Red's awesome.
yeah,
Don't get me
sure.
wrong. Great mascot. And so's Gapper.
But it's just Mr. Met, except for Reds.
All Mr. Red is.
um, yeah. So okay, those two, and then I'm going the Swinging Friar, Padres. I like the horseshoe hair, the bald guy horseshoe hair with the rope belt.
Yep.
And then my last one, I'm gonna call this one
Okay.
the Racing Presidents in Washington,
I love
D.C.
that. That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's my Mount Rushmore.
That's a good Mount Rushmore. Let me go back here real quick because two of ours are the same. The Philly Fanatic is that's an easy one. And then my other one is definitely Mr. Redlegs. Let me get back to where I had these guys because I got to remember because after that I could be honest with you,
Yeah,
I don't really care about
it was a
anybody else.
struggle. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Um, so I'm probably going to end up going with the Milwaukee Brewer guy. I like him doing the sliding stuff down there. And then my last one is going to be God, I don't even know who I'm going to make my last one. I like that you did the presidents. That was good. That was well done because I mean, otherwise you're going Mr. Redleg, Mr. Met.
Hmm.
Like I don't even know what the Dodgers mascot is.
There's not one.
I know
There's not.
The Arizona Diamondbacks
It's a bobcat.
doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm going with? No, I don't know.
You almost said the Rockies, right?
I did.
Because the Rockies mascot is a dinosaur that
I
looked
saw that.
exactly like
Yeah.
the purple version of Barney's little sister. I don't know if you remember. I don't remember
Boot
what
Betty not Betty Boot.
I know it if I heard it, but it's just I feel like it was exactly that.
Let's go with you know what? Screw it. I'm going Mr. Redleg and Mr. Red.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with both.
All right.
There you go.
Both of them over Rosie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rosie, here's the deal about Rosie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Rosie gets on my nerves.
Canceled.
She wins
Canceled.
80%.
Hates women.
She wins 80% of the races at the Reds game. I go to the Reds game. I take Rosie every time. She wins
Hmm
80% of the time. There are, well, I don't know what Gapper is. There's two dudes and a thing. Dude, Gapper never, I've never seen Gapper win. I don't think I've ever seen Gapper win. Rosie wins almost every time. I just started taking her. I used to take Mr. Redleg every time because he's my favorite.
Yep.
Nope. I take Rosie every time. I'm gonna win. I take Rosie. It's just a way to make women feel like they won something at a Reds game because everybody's like, oh, who's gonna win? Every woman goes Rosie, and they win.
hmm
So from now on, I take Rosie before any other woman around me can take it. I'm like, nope, I got Rosie. Nope, you guys got to figure it out.
It's a higher pitched. It's a higher pitched cheer after that when
A
Rosie wins, right?
hundred,
Around the stadium.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
I hear you.
Yeah. So I got a little sore spot for Rosie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Rosie over Gapper. Gapper's the I mean,
Gapper's ridiculous.
it's silly.
Yeah, but then again, we both had the Philly fanatic, so
Yeah, and Gapper's the red Philly fanatic.
Reds Philly fanatic.
All right, that worked. How about Katt Williams? He's almost a mascot himself.
Okay, he is first off hat. How about that hat?
Oh
It
my God.
felt like that hat could have fit on the actual Mr. Red that
Yeah.
walks around the stadium. I feel like he got it off that dude's head.
Yeah, that bothered me. There's a I think there's like a popular like an enormously oversized
Yeah.
hat that some people wear.
Yeah, as a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like it's like that.
It looks like it. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it was I mean, and half the time at the toward the end he put it up a little bit,
Yeah.
but half the time like it was covering half of his eyes
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, just get a hat that
Crazy.
fits.
Crazy.
I'm sure if he's got braids under, sure, I guess
Mhm.
you got to make some room. But yeah, I mean, you will tell us that you have all the money in the world, so get a custom hat made or something where it fits you right.
That might have been custom.
I mean, that was just a 9. It was just a size 9 hat. That's all it was.
Cat's head is a 6 1/4.
Yeah, exactly.
He said, I'm gonna put a do-rag on. I'm gonna get a 9 on top of this.
I went from 6 1/4 to 6 1/2 now with the do-rag.
Oh God. That thing fit over the knot of whatever he had on and was still too big. How you fit over the knot that you put in the back of your do-rag or your bandana? It fit over the knot and was still too big.
It did fit over the knot. That's very funny. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So I have a whole list of things that bothered me. Go ahead. Keep
You have a
going.
list of things. Oh, I have a list of good and bad. I have a list of both. So the fact that it starts off every time, King of the Underground comedy, King of Underground. Oh
He
boy,
didn't say underground. He
No.
said he's the best living comedian.
no, but at the very beginning when
Oh,
they
really?
introduced him, they said the King of Underground comedy, and then they called him Dr. Katt Williams. That was how his introduction was, King of Underground comedy.
What's underground?
You are so not underground. It is not funny. You haven't been underground since 1997.
Height wise, he's the closest to being underground.
Closest too. Yeah.
He and Kevin
and
Hart
Kevin
are neck
Hart.
and neck, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's that's
Love it.
weird. Okay.
Okay. So,
We're almost there.
yeah. So what I did like when he looked out and he was like, if you're 35 or older, you look better than every 35-year-old has ever compared to you in history. Have you been, dude? I've been seeing this. Okay. Erin's been sending me these little things that she sees on the face tube and all the different the knickknacks, TikToks, and all that.
hmm
And it's like in this picture, so and so was 41 years old, and so was 36 years old. And you look at him and you're like, that dude was 50.
Yeah.
Or like, this dude looks like he's 80. He was 51. And you're like, what? So I was like, you know what? That's no jit, no joke, no jit. I was gonna say that's legit,
Hmm.
and I switched it up.
Yeah.
Uh, if you're 35 or over, you look better than anybody has looked compared to you in history. I like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's real too. That's that Sparky Anderson thing.
that is, yeah. Sparky Anderson was like, he was the Big Red Machine. He was like
He looked
38.
he looked 65.
Yeah, and he was under 40 when
Hmm.
he started coaching the Reds, and he was stark white hair,
Hmm.
wrinkly skin. Dude was old as molasses.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, he was talking about drugs now compared to back in the day when it used to be fun and dangerous. Now it's just dangerous. He said gums are long and teeth are short.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a kick out of that. And he was talking about the drugs again, and he was talking about he showed a picture of some fat rapper. And he said, speaking of strong, look at that stool. Nobody's giving.
Yeah.
He said, the stool said, you gonna sit here for the whole show. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that of the last three Cat Williams specials we watched, this was the best one.
Oh,
You don't agree.
okay.
This was
Maybe,
the best of the last three specials that we watched.
maybe.
This was the best. It didn't feel super preachy. It felt like when he was talking about the Illuminati and all that weird stuff like that, you felt like, okay, oh, he gets that this is not real, right? He gets that it maybe not real, but he gets the joke part of it. Like,
Hmm.
because he was kind of alluding to the fact that it was funny and he wasn't like trying to preach to you. You know what I mean? I liked that. I liked the fact that I don't know. It just felt better that way.
Yeah.
Sky Rizzy was his was his middle school nickname. Uh, Somehow Oprah now has the body of a 12-year-old boy. And then he proceeded to say, and she never was a 12-year-old boy. Maybe that's not funny to you. I was cracking up. You're not laughing at that at all. I was cracking up at that. He said, even the wig looked better. Uh, I don't know. What do you got?
The first thing when he came out in shorts and long socks.
Oh, those socks with a Nike check on the top. Oh, oh, the Nike check on the top. We could have done some Argyles. We could have done a lot of things if we're wearing high socks. But unless you're playing in a pickup basketball game or have pants on, don't wear long Nike socks that have a check on the top. There's no reason. If like there's a difference between a check on the side and a check on the front top. The front top is the worst socks you can wear
Mm.
with shorts, in my opinion.
That's what did it for you.
That's what did it for me. The front top check. I need a side check, right? Like the side check, it's like, all right, he just got some higher socks on. And he's so short that regular high
Those
socks
were ankle socks.
would be higher for him. He already struggled with them shoestrings twice. They're made for a 7 footer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that I was like, what do you this you that's what you wore for your comedy special? Um the a couple times there was a weird dance break when he said something about women in the beginning. He did a little
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah. He was propping
oh,
them up. He's
okay.
propping them up.
With that little dance for 2 seconds that he
Yeah.
like just kind of barely like moved.
Yeah, he
He did
wiggled
he
he
did
wiggled his legs back and forth. He got a little stanky knee.
okay. Um and then that went into the rest of the time he would say something like say a joke, say a line, the party horn or whatever that is, and then or like 3 seconds of music
Yeah.
while he just walks fast the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. A little too produced, maybe. A little too
Overproduced.
produced.
Overproduced.
I mean, it's a comedy special that probably doesn't need to be produced at all.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Maybe it added to it. I don't know. I mean, look, it's Cat Williams, so it's not. It's the least surprising thing, but and part of the problem is I also had the closed captioning on. Okay, because on Netflix I just have closed. I don't know
Oh,
why, I just never turned
that
off.
I had it on too. it didn't know the words Cat
Yeah,
was saying.
yeah. And then like the and this wasn't even where I was going at first, but the grammar's so bad, and it like when people talk like speak really badly poorly like that, it bothers me. But I'm gonna expect it from Kat and other people. But when I see it written out
Well,
like that, I'm
yeah.
like, oh God, that bothers me even more. And then and then I mean, just the amount. This is where I was going with the amount of cursing. I know it's not a surprise or anything,
Hmm.
but it's like after a while, I was like, boy, this is like maybe more than he's ever done. I feel like,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
it was
All right.
because especially with the closed captioning. After I started like paying closer attention to it,
Yeah.
I was watching and I was like, I wonder how many times because they'll put like a line and then and that goes away. The next line goes away. Or it'll be like a line and a shorter
How
other
many
line
lines consecutive we can make without a cuss
without
word?
a cuss word. Hardly any.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, it was really, I paid attention to that for a little while. I was like, wow, that is a lot.
I told you before, I got a guy at work who went through a little Christian phase, and I drop a little bomb here or there, and he's like, "Hey kid," he called me kid all the time. "Hey kid, I gotta tell you, man, makes you sound unintelligent.
Mm.
Makes it sound like you don't know any other words to say." And he get all serious, and I'm like, "Man, I never thought of it that way. Like in real life, like for real, like I never thought of it that way, but it does make you sound that way."
That's so funny. I heard that probably 15 years ago, that exact same thing, and I've thought about that every like all the time since then.
When
I
I get
really,
a little too bad with it, and I hear myself like going over the top with a couple too many F bombs or something like that, hanging around some people, I think in my head, like, yeah, you could probably found an adjective to put there, right? Like it goes in my head. That phrase goes in my head.
Mhm.
I sound dumb as a rock right
It
now.
that helps me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
don't cuss though.
I don't, but like but like when you're younger and you hang around certain people and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
it does start to like it does start to kind of like
Hmm.
flow out of you sometimes, and you're
Yeah.
like, and then once I heard that, that really did kind of like ma give me a different perspective on it.
Which is a big
I was like,
reason
oh
why
wait,
we
I
try
haven't
not to
seen it
cuss that
that way.
much on this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, yeah. Um. So anyway, yes.
How about the Tyson party when he fought the young white man?
Did he say the yeah? I was
The
I
white young man. I think it was the white young man. Uh, he said, I don't have to put my blunt out very often, but when I saw Tyson look like Biden walking towards his helicopter or something like that, and he started doing, and I know that was one of your little dances you didn't like, but when he started doing the walk, that was pretty funny
Did you like the walk?
because that whole thing with Tyson, I'll never forget when that whole thing started and I'm watching it. I don't even remember his naked butt cheeks.
I don't remember seeing that either.
But before the fight, somebody sent me a snap of it and was like, "There's no way this dude wins this fight." And I'm like, I did not see that, but apparently it was all like it was on the broadcast. They went into his, and he's there in his cup, and he's got no underwear on. Dude's got his. It's the way I sometimes would joke around,
Mhm.
and you put your jock strap on, and you got your cup in it, and you got nothing under it, and just showing
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
your cheeks,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's how Tyson was.
Yeah. I
Got a kick out of that.
mm. I must not have caught that
The
because it was
Diddy,
on at 2 o'clock in the
yeah,
morning.
the Diddy thing where he Diddy got 4 years, and the whole thing where he said they were all up in arms, and they said bring out the nine prostitutes, and they were all men, and they're like, oh no, he just we just gonna give him 4 years. He was trafficking. He was trafficking. And then they found out what he was trafficking. I thought that was pretty funny. I do like Cat Williams. Like I like Cat Williams. And I should say this. I used to like Cat Williams a lot. And I feel like this was more like older Cat than it was the last couple that we watched.
Okay.
The last couple we watched, I didn't like.
So one thing that I was thinking about earlier when you said it didn't seem like he he was doing the look how rich and famous I am and stuff as much this time as he was before, right?
Right.
Something like that. So
Don't get me wrong. He's still,
he did, yeah, he
yeah.
certainly still did it. But and you I think you're probably right. But it was like it seems like he's um catching on to that, I feel like,
That could be.
and
Yeah.
maybe consciously trying
Well,
to
good.
not be that way as
That's
much.
good then. That's good.
But you can tell it's still very much in him. He does think he's the best, and he does think he's the richest, and he wants to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. He wants to tell you a lot of things.
he wants to tell you a lot of things,
Yeah.
and it's sometimes it's hard to because there have been, everybody saw the Shannon Sharp thing, and he's
He,
been trying to backpedal on that for a while
well,
now.
not 100% backpedal. He didn't even, I mean, he made light of it,
Yeah,
but he also wants to let you know, hey, I told you about this. I told you about that. I said all this, and these things came true, and this thing happened, and this did too. But then it was like, man, I said something about two guys wearing a purse, and next thing I know, everybody that sees me when I walk out, that's worn a purse, worn a dress, picks a purse up and walks the other way. I thought that was pretty funny.
mm.
That joke? You didn't like that joke? I
Yeah. I
like that
mean,
joke.
yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny.
it was
I thought
just
that was good.
a easy one. I don't know.
I thought it was good. But no, he gets that was out there. And he said even when he watches it, you know what I mean, it gets
Yeah,
him. So
but it's he also has said a few times now that like, um, oh well, people didn't realize I was kidding or joking about that. Like sometimes it feels like he's kind of defending it. Sometimes he's making fun of himself. Sometimes he's like, it was their fault. You all thought I was serious the whole time. That's I wasn't. That was you. Nah, man. You
I
go.
think he was serious, and I think a lot of what he said, like some of it, like look at all the Diddy stuff that came out later. Like that was after. A lot of all that Diddy stuff came out after Katt Williams said all that stuff. All
Mm.
the indictments, all that came out afterwards.
Well, that's and guess how much he wants you to know that he was right about something, or
No, no,
he said
no,
he
I
wants
get
to
it.
be the first to say it or
I totally
whatever.
get it. Yeah, I totally get
Yeah.
it. Hey, listen, he was here to tell us about all the stuff, right? He went back into the Illuminati one last time to give us his last report. I'm okay with that. Look, if you realize you did something dumb or you realize something didn't go the way you wanted and you can make light of it, then I'm good with that. Like I'm good with it.
Mhm.
I'm good. My whole like self-deprecation. He had no problem realizing when he did something silly and making a joke about it. Maybe not 100% a joke, but he still knew it was a joke and made a joke out of it.
Yeah.
It makes it better for me.
Yeah,
That makes it better.
I can appreciate that. It's just that like it almost cancels it out because he does both. He
He did both. He was really bad on the first round.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Um
then the Illuminati was coming after him. He had to backtrack. They were going to cancel. They were going to stop him from everything.
mhm.
Ludacris growing his braids back.
Here my only other thing I wrote was mustard question mark.
That's that song that they played multiple times during the thing.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that big hit. It's like the punch, which doesn't. I still don't understand it, and I think that's why he used it at the end because I think it's silly and sounds dumb,
Mm.
but it's a Kendrick Lamar just like in the middle of that whole song just yells it. So
Mustard. I didn't even notice it when it was I think I know I
if you
just
listen to the whole thing, they played that Kendrick Lamar song the whole time though it was over, and it even after it was over, it went back to that part.
okay. Okay. I'm just not familiar with the song.
Me neither.
So I
And
didn't.
and I kept watching it, kept listening to the whole rest of it, and I was like, oh, is that the Kendrick Lamar song? Because that made no sense to me either.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that makes sense to me. In my head, that's the only thing that makes sense.
That's probably right.
They
That
played
does
the
make
rest of that. They kept playing it, and then they were playing the song during the credits.
sense.
And at the very end, it was like, because he's like cerebral and everything he says, and he's talking about a hot dog and that's how that was like a hit point in that song, and
Mm.
that was that part. And he was talking about glizzies and
Yeah.
hot dogs, and boom, mustard.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
tell
get
you
it.
this though.
Yeah.
This podcast is almost over. I'm gonna go upstairs and take my contacts out. I sleep in a pair of shorts, right? I drop the boxers off or the briefs off, put the shorts on, and I'm gonna walk out of that bedroom or out of that bathroom like I'm Shaq.
Yeah, that's what he wants you to do.
We are not gonna be close on this, but we'll give it a try.
Okay,
Are you ready?
sure.
On the count of three.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. 3.4.
2.95.
Why are we going? You you've gone so far against the against the number that you are now in two
Multiple decimal
decimal
places.
points. Yes, two decimal points. I actually liked it. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I knew we weren't going to be close though.
Not as far off
Yeah,
as.
almost point 0.5. That's
Yeah,
almost a
yeah,
half a point is a lot.
that is
A
kind of a
half a
lot.
point is a
So,
lot.
yeah, yeah,
That's a lot.
yep. I couldn't quite get to 3, but I was awfully close.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You were closer
Better.
than I thought. I thought you were going to be around a 2.7. That was my guess.
It was better than Mo Gilligan, I'll tell you that.
Oof. We were point 0.4 or something like that off of Mo Gilligan, and we were both like, and it's still
Mhm.
like we weren't close on that, but they were both of our grades were bad.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, Adam,
Yep.
that means that next week,
hmm
do I have?
You have comedy.
I have comedy. Okay, and you have Mount Rushmore.
Sure do.
Do you have any idea what your Mount Rushmore is going to be?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mount Rushmore of American League mascots.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
apologize for that, but
So here,
in the interest of going to bed soon,
I've
American League
I've
mascots.
seen this on Netflix multiple times since I've been on this week. Since I've been on this week. And some more chandelier fly keeps coming up.
hmm
I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how much I couldn't stand the last one we did.
hmm
That might have been one of our lowest ones ever. I don't know who she is, and she talked about herself the way Katt Williams talks about himself.
And if I remember right, maybe cussed as much as he does.
Probably, probably, probably. So I want to go back and find something that we haven't that we missed. I know there's some on here that we've missed.
hmm I know
Because
you got Marcelo Hernandez, who's on SNL. He did a special recently on there.
oh yeah,
Yep. um, oh yeah, some more was on there. Somebody else I think that wasn't
I
a big
like it.
name.
Nope, you ain't got. Yeah, I'll take that. Marcelo Hernandez,
There you go.
American boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got
Marcelo.
eyes. Yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, he's a wild and crazy guy. Marcelo Hernandez, American boy. Oh
Pretty good.
God.
American League mascots and American Boy.
Mm. Now we'll never forget.
We both pretty much chose each other's thing
Yeah,
this
we
week.
just pretty much turned. Yep, I used yours, you used mine. When's Joe Rogan coming out with his next one? I want to watch the next Joe
You
Rogan.
excited about that?
No, it just popped up.
Oh,
I'm not at all excited about it. I love Joe Rogan.
only
Uh
for certain things.
yeah, for sure. That's how I was gonna get. And you go back to some of his old comedies pretty good too. Like he's got some decent stuff.
hmm
But yeah, Joe's a different cat now. A lot of these guys are.
Yeah.
Adam, in case you were wondering, on your ride home tonight, don't forget to turn your headlights on.